viewers, my name's Cara, and it is April 15th, which means it's the 15th day of Vlog Every Day in April, or VEDA. And today, I know you already saw a video that was made today because I recorded what had happened to me yesterday, this morning, because I didn't actually record it yesterday. So picking up from there, I was at work when I did that video, or I was waiting to get into work. So I went to work, and one of the first things that happens is my coworker, who usually can't work with me throughout the week because she's a high school student, was there because it's her spring break. So she was able to work with me, which was good. We always have a good time, and it was nice working together when it's actually slow. Tuesday's our slowest day of the week, and then we get busier as the week progresses. And also, it was snowing today, all last night and today, so the weather was not quite as warm, so there weren't as many people out and about. So one of the first things that happens is my coworker says, "Oh, I got you a present yesterday," and I was like, "What? Okay." And she was like, "What, I can't get you a present?" And I'm like, I don't know, you said yesterday like I knew where you were yesterday. Did you go somewhere specific yesterday that I know? And she was like, "No, I just went out with my friends to a place around here in the Cleveland area called Coventry, which is sort of a really big, full of hippie sort of stores and head shops and stuff like that." So I'm like, "What?" And she says, "Yeah, I saw this magnet there and it reminded me of you, so I had to get it for you. I have to go to the kitchen to show you this magnet." Can you even believe this magnet exists? For those of you who can't read it, it says, "So, what does a lesbian vegan Wiccan do for fun in this town?" Oh my god, best ever. I was like, I can't believe this magnet exists. It's so amazing. And she was just like, "Oh good, I'm glad you're not offended. I didn't think you would be because I figured you'd be cool with it, but you never really know." So, oh my gosh, yes, that is the best magnet ever. I was so excited about that. So that's how my day started. And then we had a pretty good day at work. And then I was talking to my employers about the other things that are going wrong with my house. I have told the landlady that something is wrong with the water. Keep getting text messages. Geez, friends, hold on a minute. I told the landlady there's something wrong with the water because it was making my cat sick and blah 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 and it's turning things blue. And she said basically that that's normal and you just need to clean it. And I'm like, what? And she said at her house they use the Clorox brand toilet cakes in the toilet tank to stop it. And I'm like, okay, I didn't reply to her because I was just like, this is complete nonsense, whatever. Because I just want to be like, okay, well, even if that does take care of the toilet, it doesn't explain why my bathtub is blue and my shower is blue and under the sink is blue. So my employers, one of my bosses, was like, "Did you Google and find out what would be turning your stuff blue?" I was like, "No, I didn't yet." So she was like, "Oh, good, let's go upstairs and Google it because I want to find out." It's copper. Pretty much everything that we read said it's copper and get it tested. It's like, if you're unsure about every website we went to, whether it was like Yahoo Answers or a health department informational thing or whatever, the whole gamut, everything said if your water's turning things blue, if the pipes are blue, blah blah blah, get it tested and do not drink it. So I'm gonna call the health department and have them test it because I went down in the basement and everything is blue. The entire wall down there under the pipes is blue, and it's always been blue. But I didn't know that it had anything to do with the water. I thought it had something to do... I felt like an idiot when I went downstairs looking for blue things and the whole wall is blue. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's an issue. So that's going to be a fun little adventure. And then I was talking with my mom, and can we all just, everyone, round of applause for my mom, okay? Just do it. I would do it. I don't have my other hand currently. Round of applause for my mother, the Reverend Rose. Because we have our moments, and we have our arguments, and we have our disagreements, and we have our things that we're just like, I don't understand you as a person, but... And there are times when it was really difficult when I was living with her because we were really getting on each other's nerves and it was just like the worst moments of our relationship with each other. We have some bad moments where I'm just like, God, this is just an awful thing to be going through with someone that you love. And then on top of it, you guys would be commenting things like, "You have the best mom ever," and I just wanted to be like, you don't know what she's like all the time, you know? You guys don't know what I'm like all the time either. So it's like, it's not all hunky-dory, cotton candy, butterfly dreams all the time, most of the time. But we have some really terrible moments, okay? So like, in spite of all of those, I have to admit, my mom is a pretty damn great mom, okay? She was talking to me today about, I shared something on Facebook. I shared it on my Facebook page, the public one, so you guys have seen it. I also shared it on my personal page, which was the little image of a turtle, I believe it was a turtle, holding a rainbow flag, and it said something about gay marriage or equality or equal rights or something like that. And the person who had originally posted it, their text said, "Are you brave enough to post this?" I reposted it on both of my pages, and I wrote, "It's not about being brave." Because to me, I don't think it is. It's like when people rescue people, or they do the right thing and they do something and people say, "Oh, you're so brave," or "Oh, you're so blah, blah, blah," and they're celebrated for being brave. And they always usually say it's not about being brave, it's about doing what's right, it's about being a decent human being. It's not brave for me to come out. It's not brave for me to come out as a witch either. It's not about being brave. It's just about being yourself and letting other people be themselves and doing what's right. So I said it's not about being brave. Well, my mother, I hadn't seen it yet, but my mom just told me today that she reposted it on her page. And she's Christian. And she has never been the most comfortable with the fact that I am bisexual. If some of you are new to my channel and you didn't know that, that was a brand new coming out right there. I just told you. But people who watch my channel do know that about me. My mom has never been the most comfortable with it. She's always had some reservations about it. She prefers just not to talk about it. She just kind of doesn't want me to go into details about things like that. So it's fine. But she reposted it, and she said something about, as a Christian, I know that blah, blah, blah says that this is wrong, but as a Christian, I also believe that God gave us free will, and I do support free will. And she wrote, "So for you, baby girl, I will be brave enough." That's what my mom posted. Right there, give her a round of applause. But then also, give her a freaking extra loud round of applause for dealing with backlash from other people who are her friends who don't agree with her. Okay? Because she got a lot of negativity from people because of that post. And people telling her that she shouldn't believe that way, and she shouldn't promote things like that, and she shouldn't be teaching her daughter that way. Which is laughable, because if you knew how upset my mom was when I first told her, because she doesn't understand that kind of mindset, because she's straight. She can't imagine being attracted to a woman that way. She's not teaching me any of that stuff, and she even felt bad about it, and she went through the thing that all parents go through, what did I do wrong, and things like that, before she really came to the understanding that it's not something that she did wrong, and it's not wrong, and now she's so much better with it. But that's laughable for someone to say that she's teaching me this way, or that she should be teaching me better than... No, my mom has done, in my opinion, I think I'm a pretty darn great kid. I know, pop the ego bubble, right? But no, I think I turned out pretty okay. And people have ridiculed the way that my mom has done things for years and years and years, but I think she's done such a great job. And I tell her that all the time. For anyone to give my mom shit over something like that is laughable, but also makes me really angry, and I think she deserves a huge round of applause, not just for the growth that she has made over the years because of me exposing her to things like the fact that I'm a pagan and the fact that I'm bisexual. Like, those things being a part of me made her have to think about those things, and made her have to think, well, what do I really believe about these things? Because before me, she wasn't really exposed to those things in such close quarters. Like, she knows that other people are pagan, she knows that other people are gay or whatever, but it was never part of her family before. So she had to go through a growth process herself, and she and I have come so far over the years of how we relate to each other about those topics. And so not only does she deserve commendations of a sort for just that, also that she does it when she knows there are still people in the world who are back where she was in the beginning, where they're not accepting of it or totally confused about it or blah blah blah, and that there are people who are even further back than that, who are not even willing to listen about it. My mother didn't get it when I brought things up to her, when I first told her about these different identities of mine. She didn't get it, but she listened. That's one of the best things I think she could have ever taught me, and I could not be more grateful. And I tell her that, and she usually doesn't believe me, or she forgets. But it's true, so don't think that I've never told my mother these things before, and I'm just telling you because I have told her. But what I have become, I do think has a lot to do with the way my mother raised me, and I don't think any of it was wrong. Round of applause for the Reverend Rose. And I'm gonna go do my Pagan Perspective video, so if you want to see more of my face today, check it out there. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to be awesome, no matter what anyone else says. We are decreasing the levels of world suck by continuing to be awesome. Don't forget, blessed be, and goodbye.